play you a song that has some Sunday advice for all the preachers out there in the world. It's called You Can't Preach the Gospel If You Ain't Had the Blues. New preacher just got in town, up on First Street. Got a big congregation, plenty of folks in the seats. Wears some mighty fine robes, with some awful big words. He can pray like an angel, but I don't think he's heard of. You can't preach the gospel if you ain't had the blues. You can't preach the gospel if you ain't had the blues. You might drive a big Cadillac paid for with church dues, but you can't preach the gospel if you ain't had the blues. No, you can't. People call him doctor, but he goes by bishop to some. Knows all those Bible verses to get lost souls won. Thinks he's God's gift, one heck of a man. But there's one thing the brother don't understand. You can't preach the gospel if you ain't had the blues. You can't preach the gospel if you ain't had the blues. Oh, you might have a church with 10,000 people in the pew. Can't preach the gospel. No, you can't preach the gospel if you ain't had the blues. His wife left him one night while he was praying to the Lord. She liked to party hard with the whole deacon board. Had a revelation one night while he was lying in bed. Heard a voice calling his name. Here's what it said. You can't preach the gospel if you ain't had the blues. You can't preach the gospel if you ain't had the blues. Oh, you might make all the ladies moan while expressing your views, but you can't preach the gospel if you ain't had the blues. Can't preach the gospel if you ain't had the blues. You can't preach the gospel. You can't preach the gospel if you ain't had the blues. You can't preach the gospel if you ain't had the blues.